Hello, cinema lovers. Welcome back to Rogue Cinema. Few filmmakers in history have shaped cinema the way Steven Spielberg has. From redefining the summer blockbusters to delivering some of the most emotionally powerful stories ever put on screen, his influence stretches across generations of filmmakers and movie lovers alike. Whether it's adventure, science fiction, historical drama, or intimate coming of age storytelling, Spielberg has repeatedly proven that great filmmakers transcend genre. What's even more remarkable is that over the last decade, he has continued to evolve with the films like Bridge of Spies, The Post, West Side Story, and The Fablesman. Spielberg refused to become a mere legend of the past. At a time when many veteran directors slow down, Spielberg remained one of Hollywood's most consistent storytellers, balancing technical mastery with genuine human emotions. His work continues to remind audiences why movies matter and why the theatrical experience remains so powerful. Before proceeding further, we would appreciate your help and love by subscribing the channel and sharing this video with your friends and family. Today, with the release of Disclosure Day, we once again turn our attention to a filmmaker whose name alone carries enormous expectations. Let's find out the vital overview of Disclosure Day. Direction. Steven Spielberg returns to the kind of cosmic storytelling that has defined some of the most celebrated chapters of his career. While Disclosure Day doesn't quite reach the groundbreaking heights of his classics, it remains a confident and engaging piece of blockbuster filmmaking driven by curiosity, wonder, and emotional sincerity. Spielberg demonstrates once again that few filmmakers can build suspense, anticipation as effectively as he can, particularly during the film's increasingly gripping second half. Several sequences are staged with remarkable precision and visual imagination, reminding audience why he remains one of cinema's greatest craftsmen. However, the film occasionally struggles under the weight of a screenplay that lacks the depth and complexity needed to fully support its ambitious ideas. Even so, Spielberg's command over tone, pacing, and spectacle ensures the experience remains consistently watchable. Acting. The ensemble deliver good performances across the board, even if the screenplay doesn't always provide enough material for every actor to shine. Eve Hewson and Colin Domingo are effective in their respective roles and make the most of their limited screen time. Josh O'Connor is convincing in a demanding role, though the limited dialogue and underdeveloped characterization prevent his arc from achieving greater impact. Colin Firth brings his usual screen presence and gravitas, but the writing restricts opportunities for meaningful character exploration. Emily Blunt emerged as film's standout performer, bringing warmth, intelligence, and humor to a character that serves as the emotional anchor of the narrative. Ultimately, the cast elevates material that occasionally feels thinner than the talent assembled to perform it. Script, screenplay, and editing. The film opens on a remarkable strong note, immediately drawing viewers into its mystery through compelling world building and an atmosphere filled with intrigue. Spielberg and his writers established numerous fascinating questions early on, creating genuine anticipation about where the story might lead. Unfortunately, the momentum begins to fade during the middle act as the narrative settles into a repetitive series of chase sequence and procedural developments that don't always justify the film's substantial 145 minutes runtime. While there are intriguing concepts beneath the surface, the screenplay often struggles to explore them with sufficient depth. The editing remains competent throughout, but a tighter cut could have significantly improved the pacing. Thankfully, the film recovers magnificently in its final stretch, delivering an ending that feels genuinely magical, emotionally satisfying, and filled with the sense of wonder that has long been Spielberg's trademark. Dialogues. Dialogues is arguably film's weakest aspect. While the conversation effectively moves the story forward and communicates the necessary information, very little of the writing leaves a lasting impression. The screenplay lacks the memorable exchanges, quotable lines, philosophical depth often associated with great science fiction cinema. Character interactions are functional rather than emotionally revealing, limiting opportunities for stronger audience attachment. There are occasional moments of charm and humor, particularly through Emily Blunt's performance, but overall the dialogue feels surprisingly ordinary. By the time the credits roll, there are few lines that linger in the mind. Technical work, sound and cinematography. Technically, Disclosure Day is an elegant and visually appealing production. The cinematography embraces a fairy tale like aesthetics, utilizing recurring imagery involving forest, snow, deer, birds, and other natural elements to create a dreamlike atmosphere around the film's central mystery. These visual motifs and emotional texture and help distinguish the film from more conventional science fiction blockbuster. The production design is equally impressive, blending the grounded realism with a sense of cosmic wonder. John Williams' score complements the imagery effectively, enhancing the emotional beats without overwhelming them. While the technical package may not be Spielberg's most innovative work, it consistently supports the film's theme and mood with sophistication. Impact. Despite its flaws, Disclosure Day succeeds in delivering something increasingly rare in contemporary blockbuster cinema, a sincere sense of wonder. The film may not possess the narrative strength or emotional depth required to become one of Spielberg's defining work, but its optimistic worldview and heartfelt finale leave a positive impression. It raises intriguing questions without always exploring them fully, yet its core message about curiosity, connection, and hope resonate long after the film ends. The slower middle section prevented from achieving a truly powerful emotional impact, but the final act significantly elevate the overall experience. Altogether, with Disclosure Day, Spielberg dive into the spiritual and the existential with this political alien flick, and while the destination isn't as exciting, the journey itself is deeply moving and brilliantly executed. Overall, we give 69% to Disclosure Day. While it may not rank among Steven Spielberg's greatest achievement, it remains a thoughtful, visually captivating, and emotionally sincere piece of science fiction storytelling. We wish Spielberg continued success and look forward to witness where his boundless imagination takes audience next. Grace us with your views in comment section and please support us by liking the video. And if you haven't subscribed the channel yet, you're probably never going to see us again. And if you have, or you're going to, then you're welcome to the Rogue Cinema family. See you soon.